Okay, with the help of Hashem, we have interesting piece of Zohar here to get inspired from, and we want to speak about the Shechina. So many people, they don't know what is Shechina. So before I'm getting into that piece of Zohar, I want to explain like a little bit of background of what it's about. So what is the Shechina? That's a big concept that it's hard to explain, but my easiest way to explain it is if you take all of the souls of all of the Jewish people from all over the world and you put them together and you mix together, what comes up is Shechina. Okay? If that's satisfying explanation for you, good for you, Baruch Hashem. But there's a lot to speak about. We leave the concept for another time. I want to get to the piece of the Zohar that I promised you. So let's do it. So that's the Tikkunei Zohar, the first Tikkun of the Zohar, the first article of the Tikkunei Zohar that we started. The Zohar says that there's the concept of Chotam. Chotam, it means like a stamp, yeah, a sign that you're stamping, right? ועלי יתמר סימני כחותם על ליבך. So we have in Shir HaShirim, all of Shir HaShirim is like a discussion, like a dialogue between Kodesh Baruch Hu and the Shechina. Okay, it's a very, very like deep. There's a lot of deep secrets about Shir HaShirim. We did touch a little bit of that in previous classes. Anyhow, one of the psukim there in Shir HaShirim that the Shechina is asking Hashem, please Hashem, put me like a sign on your heart. Simeni kechotam al libecha. So, says the Zohar, Achi amrat Shechinta. The Shechina says to Hashem, Af al gav de antistelak le'ela min alma. Even though you are ascending above to the higher realms, Diokanach lo tit'adi minai le'olam. Don't remove your sign from me forever. Okay? I'll finish that paragraph and then I'll explain with the help of Hashem. כהוא חותם דבהוא אתר ידבק בממש רשימו דמראה חותמה ולא תתעדי ממנה דיוקנה דחותמה להשתמות דאבה. Like you have something that holds a stamp of the owner of something, so that stamp, that signature of that shows the ownership will always be there. So the Shechina is asking Hashem, have your stamp on me and have my stamp on you, even though we are apart, that we have the sign that we are belong one to another. We have that connection, so eventually we'll come together again. We'll reunite. Okay? So what does it mean? What does it mean? Those things are very, very deep secrets. I can't really go into like to the depths of it, but I want to give you something of it. But you have to know it's just a taste, just a very like shallow surface learning of that, but it's also something. It also can give inspiration. There is a great connection between Hashem and the gathering, the unity of the souls of the Jewish people. Okay? And every time we are doing mitzvah, there's many tzaddikim that they say, L'Shem Yichud Kol Shebrichu Shechinte, for the purpose of the unity of Kol Shebrichu, Hashem, and the Shechina. So that unity of Kol Shebrichu Shechinte, in a certain way, this is the goal, this is the purpose of all of the mitzvot that we do. Okay? Now, you have to understand that there is a sign of, if there is a need of unity, it means that there is a certain separation. If there was no separation, so why do you need to work on making unity? Right? Now, is it true to say that there is a separation between Hashem and the Shechina? Is there a possibility like that? The answer is no. There's no separation. It's unity. So if it's unity, so why do you need to have that unity coming? Why do you need to work on that, bringing that unity, if it's already there? So you see that there's a contradiction here. Make up your mind. Okay? So the answer is that it is controversial, okay? It is contradiction. And one of the things that we have to learn in our life is how to live with contradictions. It's not the only contradiction that we have to live with. But that little piece of Zohar that I gave you is a certain aspect of answer. Okay? In a certain way, this is an answer for that contradiction. What is the answer? Yes, there is a certain separation, but also within the separation, there is the connection. So the Zohar is giving us a parable. How do we see the connection that is within the separation? As if you have two people that they love each other very much, and they have to go apart for a certain purpose, a certain need. So one is taking the picture of the other, each one have the picture of the other side, and every time you miss your friend, so you look on his picture. Yeah, today it's in the phone, but in the old times it used to be like a picture that people are taking, like a physical picture, right? So you miss your friend, you look on the picture, right? So this is a parable. There's no picture of Hashem. There's no picture of the Shechina. Okay, I want to make that clear. It's not a physical picture, but it's like the same concept. Like we're using a picture, like we're using a stamp. I want to see who made this book. So I'm looking. What is the stamp here? I have here. You see, I have my stamp of my Bet Midrash here. This is my stamp of the Bet Midrash. So if somebody will take that book far away, they will look in the book. They see the stamp. It's Nefesh HaChaim. It's the Bet Midrash of Nefesh HaChaim. Kever David HaMelech. No, we know where it belongs to, right? When you see the stamp, you know where it belongs to. What is so? That stamp that is symbolizing the connection that stays even in the time of the separation. Okay, so this is the answer. There is a time of separation in a certain level. Certain level we experience time of separation, but also within that separation there is a connection, which is symbolized parable in that stamp that the Zohar is talking about. Okay. So before we finishing that little class, inspirational class, what can each one of us take from that? That many times in our life we feel that there is a separation between us and Hashem. Many times a person feels down, depressed, by himself. No one is watching me, no one cares about me, all kinds of different difficulties and struggles, and right? There is all kinds of moments like that. So that principle that we're discussing today is a very big comfort for those moments, right? Like, again, going back to the parable, if you have, let's say, you're missing your friend very much, and you're looking on the picture, and you have, I know that he's waiting for me. Maybe he's also watching my picture now, and you feel the connection, even though there is a separation for a certain temporary time, and you know that time will come that there will be a unity again, and you will experience the unity, right? So whenever you feel that there is no connection, the fact that there is as if again, it's only a parable, but in a conceptual way, as if Hashem is watching on your picture. Yeah, you know, today you can take a different parable instead of the picture. Let's update the parable to our days. Okay, today there is many people that they have like a security camera in their houses, so they're out of the house, but they can watch in the phone and they see the security camera in the house, right? Today it's much better parable. So as if there is a separation, yeah, you are out of your origin, you are out of your true place where you should be, which is with Hashem. But you can see, you have some kind of a device, spiritual technology I call it, that you can use that to look on the place where you should be. And at the same time, you know that Hashem is also watching you. So there is a connection, right? Anyhow, I hope that I made it clear and accessible. B'ezrat Hashem, as much as Hashem is letting me. And I will finish with the blessing that we will all have the feeling of the connection all the time, that we will know that Hashem is with us all the time. And whenever we don't feel that we will know how to use those principles, those concepts, those meditations to reactivate the connection that we have built in within us. B'ezrat Hashem. Amen. Ken Yeh Ratzon.